Psychological facts that reveal who you really are.
1. How you react when you are annoyed. Psychology shows that your reaction to irritation reveals your emotional maturity. People who pause before responding tend to have better emotional regulation. This is linked to higher self-control and lower stress levels. People who react instantly, especially with anger, are not necessarily bad. They are often overwhelmed or emotionally exhausted. Your first reaction shows your emotional state. Your second reaction shows who you really are. 2. What you do when no one is watching. This is one of the strongest indicators of character. Psychologists agree that private behavior reflects true values more accurately than public behavior. If you are consistent even when there is no reward, it suggests strong internal values. If your behavior changes only when others are present, it shows reliance on external validation. Who you are alone is who you are. 3. How you handle silence. Silence makes many people uncomfortable, but psychology shows it reveals confidence and self-security. People who are comfortable with silence tend to have higher self-awareness. They do not feel the need to fill every moment with words. People who fear silence often fear judgment or rejection. This is linked to social anxiety, not weakness. So your relationship with silence reveals your relationship with yourself. 4. What bothers you in others. According to psychological projection theory, we are most irritated by traits we suppress in ourselves. If dishonesty angers you deeply, you may value honesty strongly. If arrogance triggers you, you may fear appearing arrogant yourself. This does not mean you are guilty of what you notice. It means your brain is sensitive to it for a reason. Strong reactions are clues. They point inward. 5. How you respond to criticism. Criticism activates the brain's threat system. People who instantly defend themselves often feel their identity is under attack. This is linked to fragile self-esteem. People who pause and reflect tend to have a more stable sense of self. They separate feedback from self-worth. Your response to criticism shows how safe you feel within yourself. 6. What you procrastinate on. Procrastination is rarely about laziness. Psychological research shows it is often linked to fear of failure, fear of success, or fear of judgment. Tasks tied to your identity are the ones you delay most, because failing at them feels personal. So what you avoid often matters to you more than what you complete. 7. How you treat people who can do nothing for you. This is one of the clearest indicators of personality. Psychologists use this as a measure of empathy and moral reasoning. People who are kind only to those with power are not kind. They are strategic. True kindness is consistent, especially when there is nothing to gain. Your behavior in these moments reveals your real values. 8. How you handle failure. Failure activates shame, stress, and self-evaluation. People who see failure as information tend to grow faster. This is linked to a growth mindset. People who see failure as proof of inadequacy often stop trying, and this is linked to learned helplessness. So failure does not define you. Your interpretation of it does. 9. What you seek validation for. Psychology shows that people seek validation where they feel uncertain. If you seek praise for intelligence, you may doubt it. If you seek praise for appearance, you may feel insecure about it. Confidence is quiet, but insecurity asks to be noticed. What you want others to confirm reveals what you question in yourself. 10. How you handle other people's success. Your reaction to someone else's success reveals your mindset. If you feel inspired, you likely believe growth is possible for you too. But if you feel resentment, it often reflects unfulfilled personal goals. This is not jealousy, it is information. Your emotions are pointing to something unresolved. 11. How you spend your free time. Free time reflects your true priorities. Psychologists agree that people naturally gravitate toward what restores them emotionally. Some seek stimulation, some seek control, and some seek escape. Your habits are not random. They are responses to your inner state. 12. How you talk to yourself. Self-talk shapes identity. Negative internal dialogue is linked to anxiety and depression, but supportive self-talk is linked to resilience and emotional strength. You are always listening to yourself, even when you think you are not. So the voice in your head becomes the voice you live by. 13. How you handle boundaries. People who struggle to say no often fear rejection. This is supported by attachment theory. People who respect boundaries tend to have higher self-respect. They understand that connection does not require self-sacrifice. Boundaries are not walls. They are instructions. 14. What you remember most. The brain remembers emotionally charged events more strongly, especially those linked to fear, shame, or joy. What stays with you reveals what affected you deeply, not what was objectively important. Your memories tell a story about what shaped you. Psychology does not judge, it reveals. Every habit, reaction, and emotion is a message, not about others, but about you. Once you learn to read these signals, you stop being confused by your behavior, and you start understanding it. And understanding yourself is the beginning of change.